This recap brought to you by Manscaped, the best men's grooming tools for your family jewels. Welcome to the Man of Recaps. This is Survivor Winners at War, Episode 7. We begin at the Edge of Extinction with last week's double eliminations, Parvati and Sandra. Sandra's like, so how is it here on the Edge? And they're all like, well, it's terrible. So Sandra becomes the first person to quit and leave the Edge of Extinction. Yeah, I forgot that was an option, but you can raise the flag anytime and they'll take you home. This is probably the best move for Sandra. There's almost certainly going to be some sort of physical challenge to fight your way back into the game, and Sandra is not really good at those. But she's won Survivor twice now, already in the history books as one of the best ever. She's got nothing left to prove, so queen stays queen as Sandra's heading home. There's drama at the Blue Tribe that just voted Parvati out. At Tribal Council, Wendell was like, hey Parvati, I'm open to offers. If you give me some fire tokens, maybe I'll vote how you want. This disheartened Yul, who was counting Wendell as a close ally, and you don't want your ally willing to flip-flop. They have a fireside chat about it. Wendell's like, yeah, sorry about that, man. Don't worry, I'm solid. The next morning, though, Michelle talks to Wendell about it, and he gets really defensive. Yeah, having his ex-girlfriend here is really messing with his normally chill vibes. So Yul talks to Michelle like, hey, Wendell's been erratic lately. Maybe you join our alliance and Wendell's out. Back at the Edge of Extinction, the castaways are still super bored and hungry. After Sandra broke the seal and went home, Ethan is now considering it. He's a champion. He does not give up, but he's a little concerned for his health. Maybe all this strain on his body is medically unsafe for a cancer survivor. He talks to Parvati about it, and apparently these two became real close. They have a really great, wholesome conversation. And for now, Ethan decides to stick it out. In fact, it's time for an extinction challenge. There's 4 fire tokens hidden on the island where the trails end, and there's nothing else to it but just find them first, so it's an all-out race! Boston Rob sprinting out of there as soon as he opens his letter. Tyson's not worried about Rob's head start though.
But me knowing he's a portly chap, figure I have time to make up ground.
Tyson does follow a trail to its end, and boom, fire token for him.
Because I am amazing.
But the other 3, no one can find what happened to him. Boston Rob, the portly chap, was there first. He grabbed all 3 of them. 3 fire tokens from 1 challenge. That's a huge advantage for Boston Rob. He's not out yet. Over on the Red Tribe, they're doing some running of their own. Just Tony showing off how fast he is. They're a happy foursome right now, but everyone knows the merge is coming up soon. This is the time to shift alliances and go into the merge with the right people. And so Kim, who's sort of been in the middle here, is like, hey Denise, I think you're my best ally here. She's joining up with Denise and Jeremy. If they have to vote someone out tonight, it's gonna go Tony. Green Tribe's enjoying the peanut butter jelly sandwiches they won at the last immunity challenge, but they have some drama with idol paranoia. They know there must have been an idol around the new green camp, and we know it's Sophie who found it, but Ben thinks Adam probably found it, and Adam's convinced Sarah found it.
My spidey senses are just like bing, 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 bing.
It makes everyone nervous when your allies are hiding an idol from you. And once again, Adam is stirring up trouble, putting a target on himself. Then once again, immunity is back up for grabs. And this challenge is a tough one. You've got to fill this shallow, heavy bowl with water and then walk it through this obstacle course, pour enough of it into the bucket at the end to release the puzzle pieces. It's very easy to lose a bunch of water along the way, and you don't want to have to make multiple trips. The Red Tribe rush through it. They get there first, pouring in the water, but oh, it's not enough. Blue Tribe's right behind him. Can they do it? No, they didn't get it either. The Green Tribe is way behind. They're taking it slow and steady. Will this technique pay off? Yeah, they got enough water on their first try. They're starting the puzzle. Green Tribe blows them out of the water with their first place finish. It's a race for second. Red and Blue are neck and neck. It's coming down to the wire. And the Red Tribe beats them by 1 second. Nick and Yul get together. They're on the same page. It's time to ditch Wendell. Plus, they kind of blame this challenge loss on him. He was busy trash talking instead of focusing on the puzzle. Wendell's no dummy though. He knows they're turning on him, so he turns to Michelle. Their relationship has been strained so far from what we've seen, but they do have that previous relationship. There's some level of trust built in. In fact, Michelle apparently gave him one of her fire tokens for no reason, just to rebuild that trust. When she talks to Yul though, she's 100% on board to vote out Wendell. That would make her life a lot easier, so it seems like a done deal. Wendell's going home, but Yul starts to strategize, thinking of ways that they could vote Wendell out, but he wouldn't know it was them, so he would bequeath them as fire tokens. And Nick's listening to this like, Yul's playing this game on a whole higher level of strategy. Maybe we don't want to take him with us. He's like, hey Michelle, I know we're both kind of sick of Wendell right now, but if we stick with Yul's alliance, he's gonna be the mastermind of everything. We're gonna be left in the dust. Maybe we vote out Yul, stick with Wendell, and then we've got the power in that alliance. What will they decide to do? I love Yul, I hope they keep him. But no, they vote him out! In fact, Yul was the last old school player left in the game. Is this a crazy coincidence, or are the new Survivor players just better at the modern game? Anyway, he's off to the Edge of Extinction, bequeaths his fire tokens to Sophie and Sarah. It's a smart move. If he can get back in the game, he's got some solid allies lined up. We'll see how it all goes down. Find out next time on Survivor. On Survivor, grooming is not much of an option, but for those of us not stranded on a deserted island, there's Manscaped. No one wants a jungle down there, you want a nice manly trim, and the Manscaped products are just the best. Trust me, you don't want to risk your man bits to some random cheap razor you found. You want the Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0, precision engineered with anti-nick properties for those sensitive areas. In fact, you should get their Perfect Package 3.0. It comes with the lawnmower plus some fun products that keep everything fresh down there. Special offer, a sweet leather toiletries tote and a free pair of boxers? Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Click the link in the description to go there now and use my promo code RECAP20 for 20% off. You want the best for your manly trim, so follow that link, go to Manscaped now. Hit that subscribe button for more of the best recaps of TV and movies, and click the join button to support the channel and be a recap champion.